Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be playing a tank that nobody is playing, but also a tank that is the first of its kind, which we will talk about that when we look at the stats and when we get into the game. So this tank was literally the first of its kind, and you know what led from this tank was amazing things, like literally amazing things. So of course it's got no armor at all, and we are obviously talking about the M4FL10. So it has no armor whatsoever. I mean, 76 millimeters on your turret and 76 on your hull. You've got a DPM of 2,356, which I think is pretty decent, and you have an auto reloader. So the time between each shell is 1.33 seconds, which is nothing, and then you've got 4.07 for your last shell, 3.62 for your second, and then 3.17 for the first shell that you shoot. So the reload is very, very low, very low. Of course, you've got 3 shells in your magazine. Your penetration is 156 on your AP, so of course you may struggle against some tier 8 heavies, and then 212 on your APCR, 41 on your HE. You've got 160 alpha gun on your AP, 135 on your APCR, and 175 on your HE. So I mean, 15 more than AP on your HE, there's probably not even worth shooting or loading too many HE shells. 3.7 aim time, which is really bad, to be fair, for what it is, and your gun dispersion, you know, it's not the best but not the worst at 0.326. You do only have 8 degrees of gun depression, 6 degrees of gun depression, with a top speed of 52 kilometers per hour. So of course, when I say this was the first of its kind, it was literally the first auto-reloading tank to be introduced to the game. Now, this wasn't the first one. I think the Progetto 46 was the first to come in the game, if I remember correctly, but that was during testing. This one was first to be released to the public, so I still sit with that. So it's the first tank in the game to receive the auto reloading system. Now, the auto reloading system, I think it is fantastic. It's one of my favorite sort of systems. It's what I love, the auto reloading system. I really, really do. I can't fault it at all, and I just love it. I think, you know, the fact that it gives you so many different ways to play a tank. You've got the single shotgun. You know, you get a tank with a single shotgun. You can only play it as a single shotgun. You've got an auto loader, which you have to reload all 3 shells at the same time. Bear it, yeah, you can shoot once or twice, then reload the whole magazine. But the auto reloader, you can play it how you want to. You could play it as a single shotgun, you could play it as an auto loader, or you can play it as an auto reloader, where you can shoot all 3 shells, reload 1 shell, take another shot, reload 2 shells, take another shot, or that you can just reload 3 shells constantly. Now, the thing with the M4FL10, because of the reload is so short, it's not a problem having to wait to reload all 3 shells if you wanted. Or the other way, it's not a problem if you reload 2 shells and then you take them 2 shots, because it's no time at all before you reload your magazine. I mean, like now, we've got 2 shells reloaded, we've got 3 shells reloaded, we're going to mess up that one, take the next 2 shots, and then like 3 seconds, just over 3 seconds, we already have that 1 shell reloaded. So I'm just constantly reloading or shooting my shells. If I've got a target, this is one of the auto reloading tanks. I very rarely look to reload all 3 shells unless I have to. Unless there is a tank that is a 3 shot, then of course I will reload 3 shells. But if there's a tank like now, I mean, I would have took the shot if I was felt more comfortable. But look, I've got 2 shells reloaded. But at this point, again, he is a 3 shot. So let's reload all 3 shells. In the end, I don't even get that shot off anyway. And then I run out of standard ammunition. So the tank itself, I think, is a very, very good tank. Of course, it does have no armor. It's fast. It is fast, but I just love the auto reloading on it. Like, for an auto reloader to be this quick, you know, normally you do have the auto reload in tanks, but some of the shells are a lot longer. My bad. Some of the shells are a lot long to reload, and then it makes you think about, okay, I have to reload all 3 shells. I do have a target at the moment, but I don't really want to shoot it because, you know, I'm going to lose DPM. Whereas, as I've said, with this tank, it really doesn't matter. It really does not matter if you fire 1 shell, if you fire 3 shells, or if you reload 1 shell, reload 2 shell, or reload 3 shells. It really doesn't matter. Of course, it doesn't have any armor, so you're not going to bounce too much, so do bear that in mind. And of course, you do have the lower alpha gun. Of course, this battle, I went right around the map, and then he ends up at A, and I'm at 2,997 at the minute, and I really wanted to get to the 3k. I really want the kill because I felt, you know, if I can get this kill, then it will be definitely a mastery badge. But yeah, the AMX Mus is there. He's taking damage. He is an auto loader, and he is actually going to start to die. So I'm like, okay, maybe I have got time for 1 more shot. Maybe I have got time for 1 more kill. And the AMX Mus is still burning, and as soon as I get there, he does die, which then allows me to get a couple of shots into this T-34-85, get the kill, and 3,100 damage. So, you know, not bad damage, I think, and it wasn't, sadly, it wasn't enough for a mastery badge. But we do manage to block a little bit as well, not too much. But as I've said, this tank, I believe, was in an event as well, so people had managed to get this for free, but even now, it's very rarely seen on the battlefield. Like, it's very rarely seen on the battlefield. Yeah, occasionally you will see it, but let's head over to BlitzStars just to see how many people have been playing this tank. So those that never use BlitzStars is a third-party app that is like, it's really good. I've used this ever since I started the game. Like, I get all my Hall of Fame games from here. I get all my replays from here. Like, I get everything from here. If you want to compare tanks, that you can also do that, because you just add a tank and then you compare it. So if you've got 2 very similar tanks, you can add both of them and then you can compare each tank. And if you scroll right down to the bottom, it also has like the top damage, and it also has how many players have been playing the tank, the win rates, the average damage, the average kills, etc. And this is taken over 90 days. And of course, it has all the stats in there as well. Now, considering this was once a free tank, you can see right at the bottom there, only 96 players have been playing this tank in the last 3 months. And no wonder why. Like, 96 may seem a lot, but when you've got hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people playing this game every single day, 96 is not a lot at all. So yeah, it's quite rare at the minute. No one's playing it, but you know, for those that don't know, it was the first of its kind, and it's now led to so many other tanks, so many other brilliant tanks with that auto reloader. So let me know if you've got the M4 FL10, what you think of it, and did you know it was the first auto reloading tank in the game? But for now, hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm meadsy69, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye bye.